I'm over at the THX booth right now with Tim Alessi of LG and John Dahl of THX. LG has some big news in that their Nano LED LCD TV was just granted a THX 3D certification. So we want to talk about this television and a little bit about the THX certification and what goes into it. So hi guys, first Tim, tell me about how did this come about, the THX certification? Do you have to submit the TV to THX and they evaluate it for some certain properties?
Yes, it's quite a detailed process, and John can tell you more about the details of what they look for, but from our end, we submit an early sample to THX and they'll do a quick evaluation on it in a lot of areas and tell us where we're right, where we're wrong, where we need to close some gaps. And we've actually sent engineers to THX's facility in California. In some cases, the guys live there for a couple of weeks to get things right. So it's been it's quite a collaborative process.
Now this was an interesting situation specifically because this TV uses technology that's really totally new. The nanotechnology is new to the industry, and it's also passive 3D using polarized glasses, right. Which is also something that hadn't been, I think, introduced to THX before.
That's right. It's a combination of two new things. As you said, the Nano LED takes all the advantages of full LED backlighting. That is brightness, great uniformity, detailed local dimming, so you get a great picture, but we do it in such a way that you can maintain the thin profile. This set is only 1.08 inches thick, and that's with everything on board. It's not a two-piece solution like some other ultra-thin sets have been.
And John, what does THX look for when they're evaluating a TV for 3D?
Well, we actually look for several hundred things, but if you were to sum it up, we're looking to have a set that can look exactly like the set they used in the studio when they did the transfer from the master over to the consumer release format, so that when you're looking at it at home, it looks just like it did when the technician or the director or the producer actually said, yep, that's my movie. That's what it should look like right there. And we look at all the technologies that affect that. And it's interesting, it's really pretty much the same set of criteria as we use for 2D, but we test it twice because there's two pictures.
Does THX ever go back to the manufacturer and say, well, it meets on some characteristics but not on others, and then do you work with the manufacturer to tweak a set to get it to up to those levels?
Well, that's exactly what happens. I like to brag from THX perspective that we've never had any product of any kind that actually passed the first time around. No one's ever submitted a product that got through our rigorous tests without something having to be done to it.
So does the process then make the TV better than it was when it first came to you?
It makes it, well, see, now better is subjective. What it makes it is more accurate.
Okay.
And I do like to draw that distinction. It's more like it was in the studio when it was created.
Now, a THX certification isn't new to LG. Well, why is this important to LG, and why should consumers look for it?
Well, you're right. We've been working with THX for about 4 years now, since we had those first sets certified, and it's been very meaningful for LG, especially as we have, over the years, established ourselves as a Tier 1 manufacturer. We look to THX to help not only make our sets perform better or more accurately, but also as a seal of approval to help build our reputation in the market, and it's done just that over the years. We've, like I said, have 4 years of experience. And with this one especially now, with, you mentioned before, Cinema 3D, our film pattern retarder technology being a little bit different than most other people are doing 3D in the industry, working with THX and still being able to achieve the level of quality that they require in 3D mode, we think is a great feather in our cap, not only for LG as a company, but for the technology itself.
Now, as new technologies develop, 3D being one of them, coming up is 4K. Does THX have to constantly sort of go back to the drawing board and come up with new criteria to fit the new technologies?
Yeah, we raise the bar every year. A set that passed THX certification would be 2D, of course. 3 years ago would probably not pass today.
So a consumer who's looking at a THX set, what does that guarantee them?
Well, If they put it into the THX Cinema preset, it guarantees that it's going to look like it did in the studio when it was created in the first place.
Now this particular TV, as we said, Nano is something new. How many SKUs is LG doing in this particular technology?
For the US right now, we're only introducing this one screen size, 55-inch,
Okay.
55 LW9800.
And it's available when?
It is shipping right now, so it should be in retail stores by the end of September.
And for how much?
$37.99 gets you 55-inch, full LED, THX certified, 3D, plus our entire smart TV package, including the Magic Motion remote. And it comes with 4 sets of glasses.
And 4 glasses.
That's right.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.